Okay, so let me look. There is, ooh. All right, so our focus for this lesson is to know what Charles' law states and know what Boyle's law states. If you go through and graph direct variations and graph indirect variations. If you go to the next slide after our focus, click on that Padlet, and I want you to Google Charles' law and Boyle's law and see how that relates to indirect variation and direct variations. You will have a quiz on this class. One class is Wednesday and the other class is Thursday. You will have a quiz, so make sure you know which type of relationship each Charles' law is and Boyle's law is. So you get to the slide with let's try this together. It says determine if X and Y varies directly or indirectly, then graph the situation. If you notice, I've already did the graph. So on your calculator, go to mode 5-7. Go to mode 5-7. Mode 7 to create your table. Type in your formula here, the equation, y equals 2x. Tell your thing to start at -2. To start at -2 and end at 2. So put in -2, enter, and then 2, enter, and leave the step as 1. Don't touch that. It's going to spit you out a table. When you get a table, you are going to get a graph. Graph these points. And if you notice, this graph looks like a line. So a direct variation looks like a straight line. And a straight line is called a linear function. And if you look, as the x's get bigger, your y also gets bigger. All right? Or as your x's get smaller, your y's also get smaller. All right? That's the relationship of a direct variation. Now, if we look at the second one, where we're going to graph this second table, go ahead and put this in your calculator, or when you put it in the calculator, you're going to get this. If you notice at 0, there is an error. In the middle, there is a hole in this graph in the middle. We're going to talk more about that later. But this graph kind of looks like an L on one side and then an upside L on the other side, upside down L on the other side. This is what the graph of an indirect variation looks like. As x gets bigger, y is going to get smaller. If you look here, as these x values get bigger, these y values get small. They decrease. They get smaller. See? They start going down. The y goes down. And here, as the x values get bigger, so will the y values start to go down here too. They get smaller. Negative numbers get smaller as you keep going through them. So this is called a rational function. You need to know when you're looking at a direct variation and an indirect variation from a graph. But here's how you remember it. A direct variation, the line, it looks like a line. Indirect variation looks like two L's that are opposite of each other. And if you fold your paper across, they'll touch each other. Okay? That's all you need to know, and just make sure you know how to create the graph with your calculator. Get your points, plot your points on your graph. All right, so go ahead and try the next couple of slides. This is a short class today, guys, so go ahead and try to get through this stuff. And then once you get through it, I want you to answer Charles' law, see which graph Charles' law would fit, and see which graph Boyle's law would fit. One of them is going to be a direct variation, and one is going to be an indirect variation. I am not sure if you actually have your SWQ to go over. If not, then we're finished for today. All right, have a good one.